So hey everyone, welcome back to our Next.js tutorial series. I am Aditya and today we are diving into one of the Next.js most powerful feature, routing with the app router. If you missed our first video where we set up our projects, make sure to check out that first, link in the description. In today's tutorial, we will explore the modern app router introduced in the Next.js 13 and above. This is the recommended routing system for all the new Next.js applications and it comes with most incredible features. So let's get started. So Next.js 13 introduced a new file system based router built on React Server component. This is called the app router. So previously, before the Next.js, we have to install manually all those router files in the React. But in the Next.js, we don't have to install it because it is built in. So we have, as you can see, so we have file-based routing in the Next.js. So the app is a special directory. We have one root folder which is called app. Inside it, if we will add any type of file, it will become a route. Easy, right? So yeah, as you can see in this example, if we will go to the slash, it will be home page. In the slash about, we will have about page. In the slash block, we will have block listing. Inside the slash block slash first post, we will have individual blog post. So as you can see, if the app router, it uses the React server component by default, and it also has a new file convention system for creating routes. As you can see in this, we have app slash.js. It will be like this, our domain name, right? For slash, it will be page.js. For root layout, it will be layout.js. If we will, if we want to go to about section, then what we have to do? We just have to make a folder inside the app, and inside that folder, we have to create page.js. We will see all these things in our code section. To check our blog post, we just have to create one more folder inside the app, and inside that we have to create page.js, which will consist of this. Like this will be our domain first, then slash blog. In this URL, we will have this with what blog.js, and then we can check our layout.js. Then we can also check. So let's open our project from last time. If you are coding along, make sure you have your project open in VS Code and ready to go. So in the app directory, you will see a page.js file. Inside the root folder, this defines our home page at the route, right? If you will just run it using npm run dev, you will see. So it's live now. You can see the Next.js logo and all these things here, right? Now let's make some changes here. And we will just delete all these things because these are not required for us. We'll just delete all these things and we will create a div. Sorry, we'll create a div. And inside this, we will create a h1 tag. This is our home page. And we can create a paragraph tag. Inside it, we can say this is Next.js tutorial, right? So we can just check it out. So here you can see this is our homepage and this is the Next.js tutorial. So now let's create another route. To create another route, we just have to add one folder inside the app. So we will create about. Inside the about, we have to create page.js file. So we can just say RAFCE. So these are some extensions that you can use. So inside this, we can just say this using a h1 tag, we can say this is about section. And as soon as you create this route, you can check here for route, we have this for slash about, you will have this is about section. So what about nested routes? For example, if we wanted a URL like slash blog slash first post with the app router, we continue nesting folders. Let's create a blog section with a couple of posts. So to create a blog section, what we have to do, we just have to create one more folder inside the app. As you can see, we can just create blog. And inside it, if we create page.js and make a layout like this, what it will be? It will go to the slash blog route, right? And if we have to create a thing like this, slash blog slash first post, how we are going to do this? All right. To make such a route, what we have to do, we have to create one more folder inside the blog. So this is called nested routing. So we can just create first blog, and inside it, we just have to create page.js. And inside it, we will just do this thing. This is going to be, we can just change it to first blog, right? So if we'll check, so here we can see, if we will go to the blog part, we'll see page not found. I think there is some issue with it. So there were some issue in the server itself, so I had to restart it again. So after restarting, you can see the blog is working. So I made some changes in the layout of blog section, but here we are. Uh, if we have to create nested routing, right? For nested routing, what we can do, if we take an example like blog slash first post, to create such type of routes, what we can do, we can just create one more folder inside that blog named as first blog, right? Inside this, we have to create page.js, and to create such type of route, we can just copy paste from page.js, pnb, and this is the blog session. This is, you can say this is first blog, right? Yeah, like this. And it will go to the first blog section, okay? So you can see it is working like, if you go to the route first blog, like the domain, then slash blog, then slash first blog. You can see this is first blog, this is first, and this is second. As we mentioned the UI in the page.js. So inside it, we have this thing, right? So inside the page.blog, we have this page.js, which is visible in the route, right? So here we can, sorry, it is first slash blog route. So that's how the routing works. And we can say now we have these type of routes in our application. Like for slash, we have homepage. For slash about, we have about page. For slash blog, we have blog listing. For slash blog and first post or first blog, we have individual blog post. We can create multiple such folders. Like if we create second blog, like it's okay. If we create in the blog section, if we create one more folder named as first, not first, you can say second blog, right? Second blog. It's a blog, blog, right? And inside it, if we create page.js once again and just copy the data from this to this, so it will be not first, it will be second blog. The route will be like this. Okay, I'll mention my GitHub also, so you can just check out the all the code, but whatever we are writing. And I hope you are doing the same code along with these tutorials. So if we'll go and check it for the second blog route, you can find this is second blog. So it is working absolutely fine, right? So there's no issue with this, right? So if you check, so now we have these type of routing, as I earlier told you about these individual blog posts, first post slash page.js. And similarly, what we did, we create app dot second, right? For first, we have to use first post. For second post, we use second post slash page.js. So each project creates a route segment and the page.js file defines the UI for the route. So let's talk about one of the best features of the app router. It is built-in support for layouts. So layouts let you share UI between multiple pages. Like the UI in layout persists and maintains state and doesn't re-render when the user navigates. So let's create a root layout for our entire application. So as we can see, we have this layout.js. Metadata is helpful for SEO purpose, right? We use metadata for SEO. So we can create custom metadata in Next.js also, right? So let's talk about the layout. If we'll change the layout, I will paste a code block here, basic code block, which is like this, right? So what we have here, we have root layout similar. We have children's as a we have like pasted this code. So we have passed the children and we have used some styling. And there are three lists. Like one is root, home, second is about, third is block, and then we have some done some like styling also. And then we have at last we have a footer. We can create it on a single and a different component as a component. We can also create it, right? So for this, we can just check, right? If we'll just switch to the, let me just change it. Yeah. So if we switch to the main file, you can just see this is home, about, and blog. Like it doesn't re-render, right? During the user navigate. When the user navigates it, we don't have to worry about the re-rendering. And UI is also like persistent maintenance state across the whole application, right? So as you can see here, if you're going to blog, it is going to blog section. If you're going to about, it will go to about section. And for home, it will go to like basic route, slash route, right? And then we have footer there. So yeah, that's all about the layout. I hope you understood it very well. And then if we talk about navigation with link component, so we can improve our navigation by using the Next.js link component. So in Next.js, we have a link component which we can use instead of regular anchor text. The link component enables client-side navigation, meaning faster page transition without full page refreshes. So what we have an inbuilt link component which we take from the Next.js itself, and the link component enables client-side navigation. So basically, the Next.js do SSR, server-side rendering, but the link components enable client-side navigation, meaning fast page execution transition. The link tag, right? So what we have used here, as you can see, we just change it. So yeah, we have used anchor tag for this, right? If we just change a link, right? And link will come from here, as you can see, it is all imported. So it will be imported from Next.js. And also we can change this link, right? We just change this link. And we can also change here, right? Link like this, right? I hope you understood it. Like we have done nothing but just change the anchor tag to link tag. So if we'll change it, you can just see inside this the execution is way faster than the anchor tag. You can see the speed here, right? I'm just clicking it, and it is like super fast now without the page reload. It will just change. So yeah, that what happens when we use link link tag instead of anchor tag. So yeah, that's most of the routing part. And these were the static parts of the routing. And we have different type of routing also. We have dynamic routes also in app router. So in app router, we use a special folder naming convention with square brackets, like I told you. So for example, if you create a dynamic segment that can be accessed with your component, like so to create a dynamic route for our blog post, we can do one thing. Like we can do we'll just delete everything. Like first we'll delete these things. Just delete it. Okay. So let's just delete everything. Okay, now we have just blog folder, nothing else. Okay. So inside the blog folder, what we can do, we can just create one folder. We can just say slug. Okay. Where whatever you use. Like you can use ID also. Okay. So inside the slug, what we can do, we can just create one more file. Name it page.js. This is a similar code. So what we have done here, you can see. So we can notice how we get the dynamic segment as a prop in our component, right? We are taking this dynamic segment as a prop, right? The app router automatically passes the parents object containing all dynamic segments, right? These are just passing it, right? So for this, you will see if I'll show you the route, you will understand much better there, right? So as you will see, now we have block. If we will just write anything right after this, like we will, if we do first block, you can just see, right? But we have first block. This is the content for first block. Now, if we just write second block, it will just dynamically change it, right? It will just dynamically change. So yeah, so I fixed the issue, and there was nothing like there was some typing error on that VS Code thing, right? So if we'll use, as you can see after the block, if we use first block, it will show first block content for first block. Like it is taking dynamically all those params that we have sent, right? And if we use anything like if we use one, it will show one. If we use like hello watchers, so it will be like hello watchers. So for if we have different type of and a lot of route, we can just do one thing like because in a blog post what we have different type of blocks like block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4. So for dynamic routing, we can use this basic concept as you just see these things, right? You can just check this code out, and there's absolutely no issue on that.